Okay, then let's do calculate the length of chord PY. Calculate the length of chord PY. Here, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, can hear.
Okay, length of chord PY. PY mean this part, no? From here to here. From here to here. Then you know CP is the radius. Then CY is again a radius. That means those are equal. Those radius are equal. So I can write an equation like this. I'm going to write two equation for this triangle. Two equation for this triangle. One is half into AB into what AB. Yeah. Half into the CP into CY into sine 140. Sine 140. From this equation, we will be able to get the area of this triangle. Okay, area of this triangle. Then I'm going to equal this one again into half into, then I'm going to choose these two sides, that means CY side and PY side. CY side and PY side. Half into CY into PY into. So what is the angle in here then? What is the CYP angle? What is the angle in here? Can you guess? No need to guess, you can get the direct answer. If this is 140, you know this side and this side are equal. That means this is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, what is the special in here? What can you say about this two angle? These two angle? These two angles are equal.
Equal.
These two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. So here 140, 180 minus 140 divided by 2. Then you will get the answer as 20. Here 20, here also 20. Then into sine 20. Into sine 20. Sine 20. Then you know the value of CP. You know that one. CY also known. Sine 140 you can directly get from the calculator. CY again you know. Then you have to then find the PY. It is unknown, and sine 20 you can get from the calculator. Then how to solve this sum? You know no need to solve these two sides individually. Okay, you can solve these two sides individually and make the PY as the subject, and you can get the you can find the answer. But in here you can directly cut these values. This half can be cut off to this half. Okay, if you cannot understand that one, think like this: I am going to multiply this side by 2 and this side again by 2. If this is a balance, if this is a balance, If we do something to the left side, we have to do something to the, we have to do same to the right side. So if I'm going to multiply the left side by 2, I have to multiply the right side again by 2. Likewise. Then this 2 to this 2 is cancelled. This 2 to this 2 is cancelled. That's how we can cut off this half. Then again cy is in here. Cy again is in here. This 2 also can be cut off. Then you will remain Cp into sine 140 equals Py into sine 20. Then to make this object as the Py, I am going to divide sine 20 from here. I told you if this is a balance, if you done something to the left side, you have to do the same to the right side. Then this is also going to be divided by sine 20. Sine 20. These are get cancelled. You will get the answer as Py equal something. Py equals something. Then what is the value? And you get the final value for that one. Do you have any doubt in this calculation? Any step if you are not able to understand?
So after the step Cp into sine 140 divided by sine 20, can you explain?
That part.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
If you have in doubt, please trace okay. It is 100% okay. Not 100%, 1000% okay. You are asking about from up to here, is it okay?
Yes,
Or
sir.
from the previous history? From here. Here we have to find py, no? From here we have to find the value for py. So here py into sine 20 is there. To make the subject as py, okay, to make the subject as py, I have to isolate this py in one side. But the thing is, this py is multiplied by sine 20. This py is multiplied by sine 20. Okay. So, I have to do the opposite operation to remove sine 20 from here. The mathematical operation between py and sine 20 is multiplication. To remove sine 20 from here, to make the py as the subject, I have to divide it by sine 20. Then, as I divide by sine 20, right side also going to be divided by sine, not right side, left side. Left side also going to divide by sine 20. Likewise. Oh, is the doubt between this division no how I divide by sine 20? This one, this value or this operation, that means the making the subject.
No, sir, not clear. I was stuck with the value. Now I just got it.
Okay, if you are stuck with the value, just you can rewrite this like you can rewrite the expression or you can rewrite the equation like this. Let's think. I will show you in another way, but same, okay? sine 140, let's take it as x, okay? Then sine 20, let take it as y. So then I can write cy into sine 20. I'm going to write as x equal py into sine 20 as y. So to make the subject py, I have to divide this side by y, then this side also by y. Then I will end up with py equal cp into x divided by y. Then you have to substitute two values in here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then get the final answer. I will start the measuring equipment again after this lesson, okay? Yes, I think that was not mm, good for you. No, I will not go through. I will teach it again, the measuring equipment from the beginning, okay? Finished.
Not yet, sir.
You can directly get the value from the calculator, okay? You have to press sign button and to enter. Likewise. Oh, it's a good. Hmm.
Sir, is it 2.44?
2.44. See, not 2.44. CP is 20 centimeter into then sine 140 divide by sine 20. No, 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 no. Here CP is 20 centimeter, no? 20 centimeter into, then you have to find the value for sine 140. If you are not familiar with direct operating the what is called that calculator directly, you can just find the value for each one. Here 0.642. But when we are finding in this manner, the answer can be slightly deviated because we are neglecting some decimal points. No? But for now, it is okay. However, we have to increase our accuracy. We can do it later on. Here, sine 20 mean 0.342. Here, I made a mistake. When you are substituting, you have to use the correct unit. Check whether you can get this kind of two values. These two values. Check whether sine 140 is equal to 0.642.
Yes, sir, came.
Okay. In some time, if your calculator has changed its mode, answer can be, not can be, answer is wrong. So in sometimes, okay, that's not due to the calculator, but when you have selected another mode, I will show you one day. Okay, that one, not today. I will show you one day. Then find the value. This is very important. When you are substituting, you have to use the correct unit. Okay, otherwise you will lose some marks. Not some marks. Sometimes you will lose entire marks. So this is very very important. In this actual in calculation, getting the answer is not enough. Okay, you have to align with the marking scheme. Otherwise, you will lose mark. You will be genius, but if your answer and the way you have calculated is not aligned with the marking scheme, you will lose lot of marks. Finished?
Yeah, sir. Is it 37.54?
Yeah, yeah. 37 point something. You had used correct unit 37 point something centimeter. Until you practice, okay, it is okay to use this kind of values, but here we have neglect some decimal point, no? So the answer answer is deviated. After the practice, you can directly get the answer from the calculator. Until that, this is okay. Until that, okay. Until that, this is okay. Okay, then example 2. Find the area covered by PYR. Shall I erase this one?
Okay, sir.
Find the area covered by PYR. PYR. PYR means this part. Then, okay. Then you have some part of a circle, no? The area of a circle. Part of a circle. The area of a circle is calculated by pi r squared. Okay, but in here, only 140 degree part is given. So I can write pi r squared into 140 divided by 360. From this part, you will get the entire area for this. Entire area for this. Okay. Then as the next step, what you have to do, you have to find this black colored area. No? So you know this red color part is a triangle. So what you have to do? You have to find this total area and you have to subtract from this triangular area. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you try that one? But quickly, okay? You can use that equation half into AB into sine theta. If I have calculated this area in the first one, we can directly get the answer, but we didn't calculated the area. No? We just equal the two areas. Oh, there is another equation for this one to find the area. You can use half into r squared into theta. Half into r squared into theta. If you are using this equation to find this area, there is a special point you have to remember. This theta, this is an angle. This angle must be substituted in radian. That means radian. Radian means we know 180. Complement with 5. 360. Complement with 2, 5 likewise. That is this one. Okay, try. I will give you 2-3 minutes. And please mark this example, that means this calculation, as important, very, very important, because this kind of calculation is not given yet, okay? Because this theory is not in our syllabus, but we can do this kind of calculation by the theories we know. That's why I have included this one. Now this as a special. Please give me a minute. We will do the calculation. Still doing or finished?
Still doing, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it 488.69?
488. Hmm. Let's see. Here 5r squared. Okay, I'm going to clear this one. First of all, we have to find the area of the P1. How to find that one? 5r squared into 140 divided by 360. 5 r mean 20 centimeter into 20 centimeter. You have to substitute with unit, okay? This is very important. Then you have to multiply it by 140 divided by 160. Here, the answer will be 220 into 20 means 400. 400 into 5 means 405. Divide 140. What is the answer in here? What was the answer? Is it
488.
488.69 or something?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, centimeter squared. Then you have to find the area of CPY triangle. CPY triangle. Then half into CP into CY. CY. When you are choosing the angle, okay, for this equation, you have to choose the angle in between this length, okay, in between this length, or in the other word, this side and this side is responsible for creating this angle, no? So you have to choose the right two side. If you are choosing CP and CY, and if you use this angle, that is wrong. Okay. You have to use the angle in between these two sides. Understood that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then sine 140. I will do some calculation using this equation again. Yeah, half into CP mean 20 centimeter. Again, CY mean it is also 20 centimeter. Then sine 140. 20 into 20 mean 400. 400 divided by half mean 200. 200 into sine 140. The answer is 128. Is it the answer? 0.55. Or any different answer for you? 120, 200 into sine 140.
No, isn't it 196.04?
196.04. Uh, did you sort up to here? 200 into sine 140.
Yes, sir.
200 into sine 140. Then sine 140 means 0.642 into 200. No, no, same answer is coming. Check that one again.
Yes, I got the answer.
Okay. Then what you have to do? You have to find the area covered by CY arc. Area covered by PY arc. What you have to do? You have to you have to subtract this value. I will take this as A1, this as A2, then A is equal A1 minus A2, or A1, A2 is subtracted by A2 is subtracted by A1. Here 188.69 centimeter squared minus 120.55 centimeter squared. Answer is 360.14 centimeter squared. 14 centimeter squared. Finished.
Yes, sir. Finish.
Okay. Then let's see how marks can be allocated for this one. If you are asked to find this in your essay paper, in structure paper, you won't get this kind of calculation, most probably, okay? Most probably, you won't get any, you won't get any calculation from mathematics part, but in your A-level essay paper, there can be, no, there are question from mathematics part. In MCQs, it is okay, you can just get the direct answer. But when you are writing for essay, you will get marks for this part. For this substitution, I don't think they will allocate mark, but for this one, definitely they will give mark for this step. But writing this step is very important, because if you can see the correct equation, you can substitute it correctly. Okay, you can substitute it correctly. That is the important of writing this step. That is the important of writing this step, and most probably you won't get any marks for this one. But in here, you will get marks for this step, and in the most marking scheme, they have allocated marks for correct unit. They have allocated marks for correct unit. That means, let's think for substitution 3 marks, for correct units 1 mark. Likewise, here also same. For the final answer 3 marks, for correct unit 1 mark. Likewise. Understood? Marking. But these values can be different. Okay. Not can be, this value may be different in marking. Then in the next step, here, for this one, I don't think they will allocate mark, but probably, definitely, they will allocate mark for this step for correct substitution and correct unit. And for this one, I don't think they will give marks, but in here, substitution and unit, substitution and unit, they will definitely give marks. And the next step, better to write like this because when we are analyzing some marking, we will be able to see that if there is something to add to something to subtract, they have allocated marks. Okay, so it is better to write this one. Better to write this one, and after that, this step probably no marks for this one. In this step, correct substitution and correct unit. Understood?
Yes, sir. Miss.
Okay, and then just mark if you want. No need to mark by the pen, just mark by the pencil. When we are moving it, the marking is this easy. Let me know if you are finished.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, then let's move to the our topic. Write the main topic as trigonometry. 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 Trigonometry, and someone says trigonometry is okay. How we have to deal with something with tree. That's why we call it as trigonometry. Triangles. Finish writing.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Then this under this trigonometry lesson, there are mainly two things. So yeah, two things you have to find. First one is you are always asked to find a length. Okay, a length. So you are asked to find an angle, length or angle. Okay, based on these two, then there can be different calculation, but the basic is under this lesson, you are always asked to find a length or an angle. Okay, that's all. Then to apply trigonometry, to apply trigonometry, there is a speciality in a triangle. We can't apply trigonometry for every triangle. So what kind of triangle we can use for this one? This is very important.
Triangle?
Yeah, we can apply trigonometry only for right angle triangle. I'm talking about trigonometry ratios. Trigonometry ratios only for right angle triangle. Understood?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Then let's write like this. Under this lesson, 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 side lengths and side lengths and side lengths and side lengths and angles, side lengths and angles, side lengths and angles are basically calculated, are basically calculated, are basically calculated. Actually, that is the basic of this lesson. That means all the foundation of this lesson is based on side lengths and the angles. Side lengths and the angles. In your orders, you have done trigonometry and you have find side lengths and the angles. The same theory is applied in here. But the thing is, the calculation we are doing is somewhat advanced than the O level, but theory is same. Same equations, same three equations are used. Okay, then write the next topic as trigonometry ratios. Trigonometry ratios. Trigonometry ratios. Trigonometry ratios. Okay, then write trigonometry ratios are trigonometry ratios are trigonometry ratios are trigonometry ratios are only applicable for only applicable for trigonometry ratios are only applicable for right angle triangles. Right angle triangles. Right angle triangles. Only applicable for right angle triangles. Right angle triangles. Then next point. Next point. Under this lesson, under this lesson, under this lesson, only three ratios are discussed. 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 One is sine, 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 within bracket is sine, the abbreviation is sine. Second one is cosine, cosine, that is written as cos. Third one is tangent, tangent, that is tan, that is tan. Sine, cosine, tan, sine, cosine, tan. Finish.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But remember, there are uh, other equations. Okay. There are other equations, but that is not in our syllabus. That means there is something called cosec, sec, cot likewise. If you divide sine theta, sorry, if you divide 1 by sine theta, that is known as cosec. And sec and cot theta likewise. There are another tree, but in our syllabus, we are not going to discuss this tree. We are only going to discuss this part. Okay, then write the topic as identification of sides, identification of sides, identification of sides in a right angle triangle, identification of sides in a right angle triangle, identification of sides in a right angle triangle. Okay, in a right angle triangle, in a right angle triangle, the longest side, okay, the longest side is known as hypotenuse. Longest side, longest side. Then how we can find this longest side? Here in a right angle triangle, there is 90-degree angle, no? The 90-degree angle. If you look through this 90-degree angle, you can see the hypotenuse of the longest side. Understood? If you see through this 90-degree angle, you can see the longest side of hypotenuse. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there is something called opposite side. This is the opposite side. So how we can choose the opposite side? If the selected angle is this one, okay, if the selected angle is this one, the side opposite to this angle is known as opposite side. Or if you look through the selected angle, you can see the opposite side. If you look through the 90-degree angle, you can see hypotenuse. If you look through the selected angle, you can see the opposite side. Then there is one side that is called adjacent side. That is the remaining one. That is the remaining one. Then can you select these three sides correctly? That is the most basic thing. If you want to do calculation in this lesson, you should know how to choose these three sides correctly. Can you find this tree site correctly? Or do
Yes,
you need
sir.
some kind, or do you need some exercises? I can give two, three triangles. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then first of all, write this one. No, no, not right. First of all, draw this one. I will give some point. Then let's do some exercise. Actually, design your overall syllabus, but building with the very basic things is most appropriate, as I believe. Otherwise, without having right foundation, you won't be able to go further. First of all, draw this tree. Name this as the longest side, hypotenuse. That is, that means that is a constant thing, okay? That is a constant thing. Longest side is always the hypotenuse. Finished?
Okay, we're done.
Okay. Then you have to write some sentence. Write like this, right? Let's write as in the point form, okay? Right. The longest side is, the longest side is, the longest side is hypotenuse. 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 To find this side, 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 observe through the 90-degree angle side. So observe through the 90-degree angle. To find the side, observe through the 90-degree angle. Observe through the 90-degree angle. Okay, then next point. If observed through the selected angle, 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 opposite side can be found. 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 Okay, the last point. The rest side is, or the remaining side is, the rest side dash remaining side is known as adjacent side. Adjacent side. Adjacent side. Then write a correction. Write a correction. Find the find the find the correct sides. Find the correct sides. Find the correct side of following triangles. Find the correct sides of following triangles. Find the correct sides of following triangles. Then draw these three triangles and find it quickly. Hypotenuse, adjacent side, adjacent, then opposite. You can use AB directions, okay? Not AB direction, sorry, AB lane. AB lane. Ah, wait, I haven't given the angle, no? This is theta. Sorry about that down here. Theta is in here, theta is in here. Now you can find. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, for the first triangle, what is the hypotenuse?
AC side.
AC side. Give me a second, I think I'm facing the power cut. Oh no, not the power. Ah no. No, not that is not a power cut. Okay. Then hypotenuse is AC. Yes, that is AC. Then adjacent side? No. Next, tell me the opposite side.
BC.
Ah, that is BC. How you can find the opposite side? If you look through the selected triangle, you can directly see the opposite side. This is BC. Then what is the adjacent? The remaining one is adjacent. That is AB. That is AB. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then tell me about the second one. What is the hypotenuse?
Second one, hypotenuse BC.
This is hypotenuse. Then opposite,
BA.
BA opposite. Then adjacent side,
AC.
AC. Adjacent. Follow that, not method actually. Follow that step, okay? The first of all, you can easily find the hypotenuse. You can easily find the hypotenuse. If you are struggling, okay, if you are struggling to find the right side, first of all, find the hypotenuse, then the easiest side is opposite side. Hypotenuse, opposite side, then adjacent side. Okay. If you are struggling, you can follow that method. Then no mistakes are happening. I'm sure. This is the adjacent side. Then tell me what is the hypotenuse in this one? Third one. You have to observe through the 90-degree angle. Then you can see the hypotenuse. Here 90-degree angle is in here. Then AC is the
AC.
hypotenuse. Understood? This is the hypotenuse. Then
You were
if you
struck.
look, sorry.
You were struck.
Ah, really? Wait a minute. I will explain it again.
So in the third one,
Yeah.
opposite side is BC, right, sir?
Yeah, this is BC. This is the opposite side. You have to just look through the selected angle. Then what is the hypotenuse? Which side?
AC.
Not BC. BC is not the hypotenuse.
AC, sir. AC.
Yeah. AC. This is the hypotenuse, the longer side. Then remaining one is adjacent side. This is adjacent side. Just follow that three step. Okay. First of all, find the hypotenuse, then opposite side, then remaining one is adjacent side. So you can start from opposite side to that is okay. You can find opposite side easily, then hypotenuse and adjacent side. Adjacent side. However, it is better to find the adjacent side as the what's called that after finding opposite and hypotenuse. When you are practicing, no need to follow that method. You can directly get or you can directly identify the correct side. But For now, just follow that method. Okay, then write the next topic. The next topic, identification of trigonometric ratios. Identification of trigonometric ratios. Identification of trigonometric ratios. Identification of trigonometric ratios. Finish writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First one is sine. First one is sine. S-I-N-E within bracket S-I-N.
Okay, sir.
Actually, the meaning of this one is that means trigonometric ratio is we are talking about length related to another length of a triangle. Okay, that means if this is a triangle, however, this is a triangle, okay. In this triangle, I'm talking about this side or this length by comparing this side. That means this A and this B. I'm talking about this B by comparing to A. Okay, in trigonometric ratios, we are doing that one. That is the basic. Understood? So, according to that one, we have made some formulas. That is okay. But the basic is that one. We are talking, we are talking related to something. Not something mean we are talking related to some length of triangle. Understood? That is the basic. Okay.
Okay.
Then when we talk about sine in a right angle triangle, we are talking about if this is theta, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse. So we are talking about the relationship in between opposite and hypotenuse side. Actually, it's a comparison. Okay. Comparison, and by using that comparison, we can get the angle. We can get this angle. Understood? That means sine mean we are comparing opposite side and hypotenuse side, and as a result of that, we can get a angle. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Confused? Ah, okay. Then write under the sine, right? The ratio of the ratio of the ratio of the ratio of the opposite side to the ratio of the opposite side to the ratio of the opposite side to the hypotenuse is known as ratio of the opposite side to the hypotenuse is known as sine. 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 The next point. Hmm. this measures, this measures, this measures, this measures, this measures how tall the opposite side, how how much tall the opposite side, tall mean height, how much taller height opposite side is compared to the hypotenuse, compared to the hypotenuse, compared to the hypotenuse, compared to the hypotenuse. Compared to the hypotenuse. Then we can write the equation as like this. I can write sine theta here. Sine theta is equal opposite side divide by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Sine theta is opposite side divide by hypotenuse. Then draw this triangle and name these two side and write the equation. Write the equation. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then write the next trigonometry ratio as cosine within bracket cos. Cosine within bracket cos. Within bracket cos. Okay. Uh, Cosine or cos. In here we are use, if this is theta, no, I will take theta in here because in the previous one I choose this one. Then this become, when it's 90-degree angle, this is hypotenuse. Then this is the opposite side. Opposite side, this is the adjacent side. the adjacent side. Then cosine or cos. Cos is the relationship in between adjacent side and the hypotenuse. Okay. Or the angle of ratio in between adjacent and the hypotenuse side. Adjacent and the hypotenuse side. From this on, we can get the measure how long the adjacent side is than the hypotenuse. When we compare to the hypotenuse, how much is longer the adjacent side? Understood? Comparison and angle ratio. Understood that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, no need to get deep understanding about this one, but when you have some understanding of basic, you can, I believe you can do something better than just writing the equation. That's why I'm explaining. And actually, no need to explain this one. Just cos equal adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. This is so that is okay. But I feel that is not enough. That's why I'm explaining. Okay, then let's write like this. Right. This is the angle of ratio. 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 When adjacent and the hypotenuse are compared. This is the angle of ratio. When hypotenuse and the adjacent are compared. Adjacent are compared. Adjacent are compared. Next point. From this value, from this value, from this value, from this value, we can find, we can find, we can find, we can find how much is adjacent, how much adjacent side is longer than, how much adjacent side is longer than hypotenuse. Much adjacent side is longer than hypotenuse. Then draw this triangle and write cos theta is equal adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, so hypotenuse. Someone call this as hypotenuse also. That is okay. Actually, I don't know the correct pronunciation, but hypotenuse. That is commonly used in Sri Lanka. If you get to Oxford Dictionary, there is a standard way of pronunciation of English letters. So not the English letters, English word. But when we move from country to country, it get deviated. There is a something like this. This is science for technology, no? In science for technology papers, usually grammars are not going to be checked, okay? So don't worry about that one. In O levels also in science and maths paper, not no science and maths. Usually not in English, okay? I'm not talking about English and English literature paper. Usually, if you are doing in English medium, grammars are not much checked. That is okay. So okay, but it is not related to English language paper or English literature paper or general English paper. A-level, there is something called general English, no? General English paper, and there is another subject called English. So as the third subject, you can do English. That's the subject. That is not general English. Okay, general English and English are two different subjects. General English mean every student have to study general English for A levels, and now as the third basket subject we have ICT, Agri, Media, Geography. Likewise, no, as at that category there is a subject called English. Let me know if you are finished.
Finished, sir.
Okay, then let's write the next topic as tangent or tan within bracket tan within bracket tan. Okay, here in a right angle triangle, by using this tangent or tan, opposite side and adjacent side are compared. This is theta. This become opposite side. Then obviously this become hypotenuse and this become adjacent side. These two sides, the ratio in between these two sides are compared under the tangent or tan. Okay. Then I can write tan theta. Here I will write as tan alpha. Alpha, theta, those are coming from Greek alphabet, no? So you can write anything. You can write alpha, theta, beta. Those are the three symbols we are usually use for angles, but you can use anyone. Most common one is theta. Alpha is also okay. Beta is also okay. Then tan alpha is equal opposite divide by or opposite side divide by adjacent side. Adjacent side. Adjacent side. Then you will get the then you will get the comparison between opposite and the adjacent side. Or you can get the value, or you can get a value how much is opposite side or how much opposite side is longer than adjacent side. When adjacent and opposite side is compared, How much is longer? That means it may be 10 time, 2 time, 5 time, 0.5 time likewise. How much is longer than adjacent side? That is the basic understanding or basic principle behind this one. Okay, then right. This is the angle of ratio. This is the angle of ratio. This is the angle of ratio. The angle of ratio when opposite side n, when opposite side n, when opposite side n, adjacent sides are compared. When opposite sides and adjacent sides are compared. Adjacent sides are compared. Next point. Next point. And listen to this one. By this ratio, okay, by this ratio, you can find how steep is this angle. How steep this is angle. That means observe this one, these two. Yeah, I will take this as theta. Then I will do another triangle like this. Oh, sorry. This is the angle. This is the angle. This becomes the opposite side and this becomes the adjacent side. When opposite sides and adjacent sides are moving, that moving mean changing its length, this angle is also changing, no? This angle is also changing. If I extend this one up to here, the angle increases likewise. Understood? That's called the steep. Called the steep. There's a lesson called coordinate geometry. Under that one, we are talking about gradient likewise. So I will explain this one again in there. So now, just remember, we can measure the steepness of an angle by using the tangent. By using the tangent. However, you have done calculation regarding to gradient in your levels, but I don't think you have done it by using tan theta. Okay, then next point, right? This can measures, this can measures, this can measures, this can measures how steep the angles, how steep the angle, how steep the angle, how steep the angle, how steep the angle comparing to the comparing to the comparing to the comparing to the opposite side to adjacent side, comparing to the opposite side to adjacent side, opposite side to adjacent side. Finish. Then draw this triangle and write the equation. Draw this triangle and write the equation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We have finished the theory regarding trigonometric ratios. Next, we have to go to the trigonometric ratio table. Mhm. Okay. Write the topic as trigonometric ratios table. For O levels also, you have this one. The uh, unfortunately, I am facing a power cut right now. Uh, let's finish this one and find out the class. Let's see whether the power is come back. Then, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. A bit struck, but okay.
It struck me there is a power cut. I'm using a mobile hotspot. I'm not sure whether this is stable or not. Okay, let's finish this one.
Okay, sir.
Write the topic as trigonometric ratios table.
Wrote.
Trigonometric ratios table. Okay, then draw a table. You must include 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, 100. Ah, here. No, wait. I need to do this. Here, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, then 0, then 30, next must be 45, 60, then 90, then 120, 150, and 180. 180. Finished.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. No, I will do this part the next because I need more time to discuss this one. Because giving these ratios are not adequate. I will start the next day from here, but here you have some examples. Try to do this one. Can you try to do this one at your home? That's the homework.
Okay, sir.
Here, there are some advanced questions also. These are first one are simple. This also manageable. Here, if you can do this one, angle of elevation or depression, it's okay. Try to do because the same theory is applied in here. Only difference is there are two terms called elevation and depression. That is the only difference. From here you have question from very very easy part. Okay, from very easy to yeah, you have a lot of question, but first part is very easy. You can do without any hassle. Then try to find that one. Here, these are very easy now. This first thing are very easy. That's something like this. If you feel if you feel you are doing the same question again and again, don't do that one. Okay, don't do that one because you are. That means you have enough confidence to do that question. If you feel you are doing the same question again and again, don't do that one. Okay, don't waste time on that kind of question. Move to the next level. Understood? If you feel you are not confident enough to do this kind of question, you must definitely do that kind of question before moving to the next part. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I want to start from here. In the next day, I will again go through this one because there are absentees now. I will quickly go through again this one and directly move to the questions. Then I'm going to wind up the class. Then have a nice day.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Mhm.